On the shores of the St. Johns River lies Jacksonville Municipal Stadium, a gem of a place and one of the most fan-friendly facilities in the country. They get him at the 28-yard line. They'll take over at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's the give. The stop was made by Castillo. He throws left. He leaves. It's caught.
Typically, receivers are a little taller than defensive backs, so it's not a bad play on occasion to throw one up and let your guy try and go and out-jump the defender.
They'll give it off here. And it looks short from up here.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
Brought down at the 27. They'll set up shop at the 27-yard line. Here's the pass.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Give to the tailback. Tackle was made by Clint Sinham. They line up at the 49.
Let's do this, man. You got to do it.
They hand it off. The stop was made by Sinham. Jackson gains around 8 yards on the run. Short throw. There for the reception.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Kenny hands it off. He doesn't get back to the line.
There are just some guys in this league that you have to run away from, but the danger in that is you run away from him and he uses his speed to catch you from behind.
Short throw to the left.
The Jaguars are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
He passes short. Looks like a gain of 3 on the pass. So that'll make it 2nd down. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. He fights forward to about the 7 before he's hit and dropped. Just about 3 yards there.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
This one appeared to be on the offense.
We need the end zone, baby.
Offense will line this one up at the 12. The pass is away. Touchdown, Jag. The Jaguars get into the end zone first.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
It's good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He'll down it in the end zone. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. He's running out of time. Is there for the catch.
And they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Gives to the back. He fights forward to about the 33. Channing Crowder was there to bring him down. They hand it off. Gore picks up about 4 yards on the play. Passes to his left.
Yeah, very safe, simple play, hitting the underneath receiver for a solid gain.
Gets the pass away.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers.
Handoff up the middle. Brought down behind the line.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he uses athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
Tackle was made by Channing Crowder.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.3 40. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
Gives it up the gut. Sanders was there on the tackle. A nice pickup of about 8 yards.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
Passes it. Brings it in. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Patriots.
His receiver was really pretty well covered that time, but a good throw got the job done.
And he makes it out to about the 5-yard line before he's gang tackled.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that. When you have a receiver with that kind of ability, just give him a chance to work one-on-one on the outside. He'll take care of the rest.
Bueller ties it up with the point after. Here's your sprint drive summary. Gets it back out to the 20-yard line. The Jaguars ended their last drive with a touchdown, so they'll look to make it 2 in a row.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby. Let's go.
Passes the ball. Drops the sure pick. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. Jackson on the run. They tackle him for a loss.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
At the end of the first quarter, it's knotted up. They're facing 3rd and 11 now.
Let's go.
Throws it out. Intercepted. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, New England.
Not only was that a tremendous interception, but when he got the ball in his hand, he looked like he knew what to do with it. What a run.
Bueller tacks it on to make it a 7-point game.
Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary.
He's tackled at the 20. The Jaguars turned the ball over on an interception their last time out.
Let's get some love.
Gets the pass off.
The Jaguars are picking up nice yardage just about every time they go to the air. I'm not sure what's happening with the defense right now, but they seem a little out of sorts.
Throws it short.
Tackle was made by Clint Sinton.
Yeah, this is a defense that just has too much speed for plays like that. You have to loosen them up some with some deep attempts for the short passes underneath the work.
And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line.
Williams was there on the tackle.
Here's the give. Gains his way to the 43-yard line.
McGrath makes the tackle.
This is what we made of right here.
And it's completed.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
Short pass to his left.
The stop was made by Hogg.
The Jaguars are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Hands it off. And he breaks into the open field.
Well, if you're going to make a living in this league as a running back, you're going to have to make somebody miss at some point, and that was a big somebody in the backfield that time, able to escape and stuck it in for the touchdown.
And the point after is good.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
He's still going. Hit and dropped at the 25. The Patriots will set up shop at the 25. Gord off the right side. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. Gord gains 8 yards on that play. Again with the run. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. Channing Crowder
Makes the tackle.
throws it. It's incomplete.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one. Just thrown a little bit too far outside.
He rolls right. Knocked down. Williams was his intended target from their own 37-yard line. He's laying it out there. No one can come up with it.
Just a bad throw, and it is an area that he continues to struggle with. Those deep throws just are not accurate.
Drop at the 21.
The Jaguars put together a really impressive drive that last time out. You can just see how confident they are right now.
There for the catch. That one goes for a loss of about 5.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit on that one. They made a little correction at the line of scrimmage, and they had that play pegged right from the start.
Get ready.
Dumps it out left.
Tackle was made by Lofton.
Mitchell with his third reception.
Let's go. You know what we need, baby.
Gets the pass out. Think he might have gotten just a little too aggressive on that one. First and 10. Ball on the 43. They'll give it off here. Cuts back, and he's dropped. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 44. Hit as he throws. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
Short throw to the left.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that, and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
And upon further review, they conclude he didn't have possession.
You know, I don't think you're ever going to convince that receiver that he didn't make that catch in bounds, so we'll just have to move on without him. He's not happy.
Sheds one tackler. Jackson only gains about a yard with that catch. Here's the throw. Drops the easy pick, and the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
And he gets brought down hard. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Dumps it out right. Channing Crowder
Had the coverage on the play.
give to the tailback. He's hammered in the backfield.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
He throws right.
Whoa, that was really lucky that one wasn't picked off. Not a good decision at all there.
He makes it out to midfield.
The Jaguars' last possession bogged down after starting off so well. They marched right down the field, but then had to settle for 3.
He was hit.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Throws it. It's incomplete.
And when you throw a football that hard, it just leaves no margin for error because there's no room for the wide receiver to make an adjustment.
Passes. Leaping catch. Harris
Makes the tackle.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
up at the 25.
Let's do this, man.
Jackson on the counter. Into the end zone for a touchdown. The Jacksonville Jaguars
Take just 4 plays to get to the end zone, but they did start at midfield.
That was about speed. He knows he can simply outrun the defense, and when he turns it on, nobody's going to catch him.
Evans fields it at the 2. Drop at the 29-yard line.
It's only a 2-possession game, but still they need to get their offense going before things start to get out of hand here.
Let's go.
Throws it short. At the 40. To the 10.
Touchdown, New England. The Patriots, with one 70-yard play, have put up 6 points.
Lee Evans brings so much to the table as a wide receiver. He's really an asset to this offense.
Bueller adds the extra point to make it a 3-point game.
Here's your sprint drive summary.
He's tackled at the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars will take over on offense now, looking to control the clock a little bit and keep the other offense on the sidelines. Now that they have a lead, they'll look to try and maintain and control it.
Jackson gains about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. The Jaguars take a timeout, and that was their first timeout. 2nd and 6. Jackson can't hang on to the ball.
Fight for the loose ball. Who's got it?
Picked up.
The Jaguars win the battle, and they'll keep possession.
Heads-up play to get that ball back for the offense. That one really could have gone either way.
Again with the run.
Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang. The measurement shows us they're just inches away.
4th down. The Jaguars line up to punt. Hobbs is the deep man awaiting the return.
He makes it back to about the 31-yard line.
The Patriots punctuated that last series with a touchdown. I got to tell you, they look really good. They have this defense way back on their heels.
Throws it short. Pass completed for a gain of 8. That'll make it 2nd down. The Patriots will take a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Dumps it out right. Knocked out of bounds right around the 42-yard line by Wells.
Derek Williams
Makes his 3rd grab. Passes it out. He's there for the catch. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, New England.
Kellen Winslow Jr. has so much ability, and he's well utilized really in this offense. He's a hard receiver to cover, and there's really a certain toughness about him. He's going to fight you for position and for the ball.
New England is up by 4.
He squibs it.
And he's decleated at the 47. The Jaguars will start this drive at the 47-yard line. Gets the ball away. That's a 1st down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter, maybe even go to man cover.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
The Jaguars call a timeout, and now they have no timeouts remaining. Got to him just as he released it.
Tackle was made by Ellis Hobbs. We'll take you to the studio now for halftime.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Check out the scores from around the league. Let's take a look at the stars from this weekend's games. No Sean Moreno has rushed for over 75 yards. Here's a look at the first half stats. There was a big discrepancy in the number of plays run by each team in the first half, and the edge was held by Jacksonville. Kellen Winslow Jr. has over 75 yards receiving. New England has the lead, 28-24. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Jacksonville.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. Kenny gives it up the middle.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
And he will lose yardage on the play.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Short pass to his left.
The Patriots did a good job forcing a 3 and out. Anytime a defense can come up with 3 solid plays in a row like that, you know they are right on schedule.
He makes it to the 46-yard line. The Patriots have scored touchdowns on their last 2 possessions, so they'll look to keep momentum on their side.
Pitch out. He breaks the tackle. Bull gets about 4 yards on the play. Rolls right. Makes the catch. Terrell Suggs was there to bring him down.
The Patriots are continuing to find success throwing the ball. The pass protection is solid, and the defense with a very conservative approach playing off these receivers, allowing them to get open.
Gets the pass away, and it's tipped away. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. Flips it out short. Stiff arms, and he's brought down.
Derek Williams
Now with 4 catches in the game. Short throw to the right.
Derek Williams
Makes it 5 catches for the game. Hits the upright, no good. They'll start this drive at the 31.
All right, boys. Time to go to work. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Wake up, guys.
He throws right. The pass play gives them a gain of 6.
You know, that's good recognition that time by the quarterback. He saw the man-to-man coverage. He goes to the out route. That's pretty easy to get done.
Still moving.
too close to call. Here comes the chain gang. And he did get the first down.
The defense took their shot there. They took a guess. It wasn't right. Let's just mark that one up as a win for the offense.
Henny with the draw play. 2-yard pickup.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Tackle was made by Marks.
Jackson gains about 4 yards on the play.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the pass. Ellis Hobbs
Was there on the tackle.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
Here's a draw. What a hit. They'll face second down and 10. And he's hit as he throws. Harris picks it off. And he finds the open field. And just like that, they make it a 2-possession game.
What a tremendous return that was, and even better, now you have a little breathing room when you look up at that scoreboard.
Bueller is good on the point after.
Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary.
He'll down it in the end zone.
This offense will have to quickly forget their misfortune and try to turn it around on this series.
The pass is away. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle.
It really is so much the key to football. We talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Dumps it out right. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. He throws short. Jackson makes his third grab. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. They'll give it off here.
Clint Sinton was there to bring him down. Chapman gives them a fresh set of downs on the 3-yard run.
Henny hands it left.
Tackle was made by Charles Johnson.
Chapman gets about 4 yards on the play.
Feeds it to the back. The stop was made by Williams.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
He fights forward to about the 40.
Horn was there on the tackle.
Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. And it's knocked down.
This is unbelievable.
They'll take over at the 40.
Let's go.
Short pass, and he caught it. That catch puts him over 100 yards receiving.
Not much doubt, is there, Tom, as to who this quarterback likes. He found the guy that he's most comfortable with, and he doesn't care which coverage you're in. He's going to this guy.
They go with the toss. Tackled at the 49-yard line by Starks. Gore gains about 4 yards on the play. They're going to pitch it. It appears to be short. What happened on that series, Chris?
The defense was good and the offense stunk, Tom. What else you need to know?
And they'll down it at the 7-yard line. And this is a great opportunity to get back into this ballgame. This offense needs to put a nice drive together right now. They'll give it off here. Makes his way to about the 18 before he's dropped by a host of tackles. First and 10. Ball on their own 18.
Do our thing. Let's do our thing. Watch the hard count. It's on 3. It's on 3. Right. Go, let's go.
Feeds it to the back.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Score is 35-24. Patriots. The Jaguars start this final quarter with the ball. They'll be looking for a quick score. Gets the pass away. It's picked. He's reversing direction.
Tackle was made by Mitchell.
The Patriots are having good success taking it away.
That's their third INT of the ball game.
Get ready.
Passes it. Comes down with it.
The stop was made by Robinson.
Kellen Winslow Jr. is able to make his fourth reception. To the end zone. Johnson gets the pick. Johnson makes the catch in the end zone. That interception puts them right back in the game.
Oh, boy, you've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. You just have to milk the clock, and your quarterback does that. Ugh.
Goes for the end zone. Was it the right call to try to pass it there?
Yeah, I really do think that throwing the football in that situation is a much better option. You know how hard it is to try and run the ball in on short yardage situations. You got to put the ball in the quarterback's hands. They just didn't get it done.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. The Patriots will begin this drive at the 28-yard line. Here's the halfback. Suggs will tackle him for a loss at the 26.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. But when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play. Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
Get ready.
Passes the ball. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did. And when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Just got that one off.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Crowder was there on the tackle.
Williams has 6 catches now.
Get ready. Get up. Always.
Throws it out. He makes another reception on the drive.
You know, it's really not that hard to figure out who this offense is trying to get the ball to on this drive. That's catch number 3. Time for a few adjustments, defensive coordinator.
Going for it all. And the pass falls incomplete.
That was a pretty bad miss that time, and we've seen it from him before. He just cannot seem to connect on those long throws.
Get ready.
Gets the pass off.
This is close. They'll bring out the chains.
Let's go get it back right here. Touchdown time. What you say?
He did get enough for the first.
From the 23-yard line. Throws it. He goes up high for the catch. He throws it in there for the touchdown again. That's his 4th pass that's gone for a score.
You know, sometimes you bang your head against the wall and you're trying to figure out what's going to work during the course of the day. And sometimes you come out here and it just feels easy. You're over laughing on the bench, having a good time. It's been fun today.
That seemed like the right call to go for 2.
Yeah, I like the call. I wasn't too crazy about the play call itself. Typically, in that situation, you have a specific play against a specific team that you have great confidence in, and that one just didn't look very special.
Getting it back right now. Let's go. Follow. Close up. Close up. Leo.
Throws it short. There for the reception. Ellis Hobbs
Makes the tackle.
Jackson is able to make his 4th reception. Throws it short. Runs over tackling.
And you know the amazing thing about this guy, we all talk about his arm strength, but did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying to throw it hard.
Jackson takes the handoff.
Marks was there on the tackle.
Go, boys. Let's go.
So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 42. Dumps it out left. Hobbs
Makes the tackle.
What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Gets the pass out. Almost picked.
Robinson was the intended receiver on the play.
Let's go get it. Close up.
Just gets it off.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Is there for the catch. Jackson now has 5 catches. So the kicker comes out to try and put 3 points on the board. This will be a 50-yard attempt. And it's good.
Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
Stays on his feet. He's tackled at the 27. Handoff up the middle. He fights forward to about the 29. Adam Carricker
Was there to bring him down. That's the call again. The stop was made by Crowder.
Channing Crowder just playing with some intensity out there. He's been in on 5 tackles so far. Here's the throw, knocked away. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Chapman takes it at the 25, dropped at the 32-yard line.
Okay, you really have to use the clock wisely now. They can still throw the thing over the middle, but the focus and the majority of the passes have to be to the outside to give these receivers a chance to get out of bounds. Just keeps the ball moving down the field, 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Throws it, brings it in, and he just got hammered. That pass put him over 300 yards for the game.
And this offensive line's been getting it done with pass protection. I don't care who you have playing quarterback. If that guy's back there getting hit, it is awfully tough to throw for 300 yards.
2nd down for the offense after that incomplete pass. Short throw to the right. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Throws short. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. They hurry to the line. Passes to his left.
Well, the defense forced him to make the quick read and throw on that one. The catch was made, but there wasn't much yardage to go along with it. It's up to the receiver to make something happen on a play like that.
Hit as he throws.
The Jaguars are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
Dumps it out right, and the pass is incomplete.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Passes.
Well, you can't just stare down one receiver on a play like that. The defense is going to be all over it. He was lucky he didn't get picked off there.
Hit as he let go of the ball. Down he goes. It's going to be a Jags 1st and goal.
Perkins on the receiving end there, and that's catch number 1 in the game. He's been held in check so far.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
The Jaguars call a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. 1st down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. Passes to the end zone.
Well, this is a guy who's known for taking some risks, but that was an unnecessary risk there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Get ready.
He rolls out to the right. Passes, end zone.
The Jaguars will surely line up to go for 2 here, but what a job by this offense to come through as the clock was winding down.
He gets the 2-point conversion. That conversion couldn't have happened at a better time.
Well, the nice part about it from an offensive standpoint is you knew going in, not only did you have to play it for the touchdown, but you had to play it for the 2-point conversion. So much pressure on the offense, but they handled it beautifully.
Here's your sprint drive summary.
They'll work the left side. Gore gains about a yard on the play. Well, that's the end of regulation, and this game is unsettled, so we're going to overtime. He'll return it from the 1.
He brings it back to the 23.
On the ground with a tailback. Marks tackles him for a loss at the 23.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
And the defense has a heavy rush. And it's completed. Chad Henne gets to 400 yards passing for the game. He's making all the right reads, and the defense doesn't have the answer. Here's the give.
Tackle was made by Lofton.
That's a 2-yard gain.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
It's no good. They had a chance to win it there, but he couldn't get it to go.
Oh, man, you just have to make those in overtime. When you get an opportunity with one play, with one swing of the leg to put a W in your column and you miss it, you just have to feel sick.
Lee Evans was the intended receiver.
This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call.
False start. Offense. Repeat. Second down.
Second down and 15 to go. Ball on the 24. Gore gets the call.
The stop was made by Washington.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
He throws right. There for the catch.
This is close. They'll bring out the chains. The measurement shows us they're just inches away.
It's 4th down. The Patriots line up to punt. Chapman is back deep to return the punt.
He takes it back to the 29-yard line. They missed the field goal their last time out. Let's see what they can do on this drive.
Henne hands it off.
Marks was there to bring him down.
Marks makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. And they'll run him again. No one in front of him. Inside the 30. To the 10.
And they'll pull out the win.
And they win it. What a play.
This team wasn't going to wait around and try and win it with a field goal kicker. They took matters into their own hands with their offense and got it done.
That's all from Jacksonville. The game stats and highlights are next.